Thank you, Christopher. And now in other news. Speaking at the handing over of the social housing project in Shooters Hill, Bull Bay yesterday, Prime Minister Andrew Holness described the selection process for the project. Prime Minister Holness said that the beneficiaries of the project must be in need.
That we must take all steps to ensure that whoever is the beneficiary is genuinely in need and deserving of it. The Member of Parliament helps in this process because usually they are very knowledgeable about what is happening in the constituency, but they also have a role to protect public funds. So they would ensure, by virtue of keeping in touch, passing by to see, that the beneficiary is keeping faith with what we originally wanted, which is that they must occupy the premises, take care of it, and it must provide for the community in general a sense of hope and upliftment. So, Kamisha, I am certain that you are not one of those persons, that you are genuinely in need, and that you will take care of this public investment, because this is public resources, and that you will become an ambassador. And I tell you why I'm saying that. Your Member of Parliament pointed out that she has in her database over 160 persons who would be classified as in desperate need of a shelter solution. You would have thousands who would need the support of government to change a few sheets of zinc on their roof, to help them with a door, a couple of bags of cement. And the permanent secretary will tell you that after Hurricane Zeta and Eta, forgive me, tropical storm Zeta, let's take hurricane back from the universe. Tropical storm Zeta and Eta, that the government issued grants, almost $1.5 million worth of grants per constituency.
He further stated that the government has allocated 500 million Jamaican dollars to the project to provide housing solutions for those in need.
There are persons in every constituency whose housing conditions could be described as inhumane. If you look at this picture here, that is what persons in this constituency and right across Jamaica have as shelter solutions. It is a blight on the entire society for persons to be living in these conditions. My conscience as your Prime Minister couldn't be clear. I couldn't sleep well to know that this is how some people are sleeping. This is the condition. I can't tell you that overnight we are going to transform all the dilapidated, poor housing conditions like this to this. I couldn't promise you that. But what I can commit to you is that I am going to try my hardest. So we have allocated in the budget this year about $500 million. Sounds enough. 500 million Jamaican dollars. It's not a lot of money. It's not a lot of money. But it is a start. And that allocation is meant to give hope. Because what we are giving here today with this house is not just a shelter for Kamisha. It is hope for the thousands of Kamishas around the country that they too will have a chance.
Member of Parliament for West Rural St. Andrew, Juliet Holness, noted that there are currently a lot of persons in her constituency who are in need of housing assistance and houses.
506 current cases are in our database for persons needing housing assistance. This is particularly housing assistance to fix up a part of the house. When you look at our CDF fund, we have probably about $3 million to use for houses. Just fixing up the house, like a zinc here, like a plyboard there. And when I divided it with the number of requests, it would have given me only $5,928.85 to help. So you can imagine, we don't really have the resources based on the number, the sheer volume of people who want the help. 114 current applications are sitting in the system where people want a house. These are persons who are the poorest of the poor, persons who are in domestic violence situations, persons whose family have gotten so large, the family members want them out of the house and they have nowhere to go. We have people with disabilities, we have persons who are senior citizens in dilapidated conditions, and we have persons who are in need of a home because of natural disasters. So really and truly, the need is great.
She also stated that she is looking for support to construct 8 additional houses for the relocation of some residents.
Persons may wonder what's the process. For those 114 persons registered, as they come, I say, I'm going to take the registration, but let me explain something to you. It's not going to come right away. That's the first thing. So come down to the office. The telephone number for the office is 813-5017. If you haven't put in a needs assessment or a request, there's no chance you're getting anything. So if you don't have a ticket in there, you don't stand a chance. So please put your request in, because there's no way that the MP is going to know that you need help if you haven't come forward to register that you need assistance. So Prime Minister, you are close to where we had quite a bit of landslides at Shooters Hill. We lost 8 homes there. And in addition to this home for Miss Francis, we are looking for the support to be able to put up 8 houses anywhere that is safe for those residents to be able to be relocated, along with the additional 114 persons currently sitting in the system and waiting. When this house went up, you know what all the people say? Me cannot believe it. A government house this? Government house built out of block and steel. So Prime Minister, they appreciate it world without end. And everybody else who is desperately in need is saying, look, I'm waiting patiently for one of the houses like this. Prime Minister, thank you. We're looking forward to the next 5 that we have been told we will be getting.
Continuing with the news tonight, the Cannabis Licensing Authority, CLA, is reporting an increased demand for Jamaican marijuana from the global marketplace. The CLA said in recent months it has been issuing export permits to territories as far away as Australia and Germany, which are seeking local cannabis for research and medical purposes. The authority said a total of 42 export authorizations have been issued to 10 entities trading with various regions of the globe: Africa, North America, the Caribbean, Europe, and Oceania. The CLA also mentioned that since the start of the year, it has issued 19 export permits and has seen an increase in export permit requests by licensees. Acting CEO of the Cannabis Licensing Authority, Faith Graham, said, quote, "What this tells us is that we have been producing cannabis to the standards required of these other jurisdictions, and therefore there is potential for commercial quantities to be exported in the future once markets are opened," end quote. She encouraged the licensees to send their products for testing to the BSJ SRCUWI and, in short order, the Mines and Geology Division to test the cannabinoid and terpene profiles and potency of the cannabis they are producing to date. The CLA has authorized the export of approximately 1,000 kilograms of cannabis flower, 3 kilograms of seeds, and over 40 liters of cannabis oil. And that's our news package for you tonight. Thank you for tuning in to Mello TV Evening News at 8. I am Shelly Ann Hill. Stay safe and pleasant viewing.